Hello, I'm Marc Desplan, research engineer from Orange, and I will present you the security layer from the Pixel project. The security layer is a part of the architecture of the Pixel platform. The main function of this component is to provide a security feature to protect the platform and the access to the data. It ensures the management of the user and the authentication solution. It also provides the access control management of the different Pixel API. The security framework relies on the FireWire security ecosystem. FireWire provides two main components to manage security. KeyRock, the identity manager that controls the user and the application that access the system. It provides an implementation of the OAuth2 protocol. It is also an authorization control point to check if a user is allowed to access a resource. And we have Wilma, the PEP proxy. It uses authorization control of KeyRock to check the token allow the user to access the requested resources. KeyRock manages several objects that allow to configure the security feature. We have the user to manage credential and user information. User could be attached to organization that regroup a list of users. We have a set of roles that aggregate a list of permissions. Each permission defines a rule to allow resource access, path, resource ID, and verb or action. And we have applications that store the OAuth2 and Wilma parameters. And finally, we can assign role to a user for an application, and we can do the same for the organization. All this information allows us to configure the security control for the platform. One element we have to strongly secure is the access point to push data to the platform. The data acquisition layer is able to expose APIs to NGSI agent to allow data source to send data to Pixel. To implement this security control, the NGSI agents are exposed through a Wilma proxy with its own path. So, the path allows to identify the API to push one particular kind of data. That way, we can define permission matching those paths and the different API verbs. We can regroup them on a role. And we can then define an application on KeyRock for NGSI agent access and create user for each data source with appropriate role. A data source is only able to push data to the async API. The OAuth2 mechanism used to control the access of an API is standard. The client that requests access to the API is the data source send first an authentication request to KeyRock, the identity manager server. If its credentials are valid, the server answers with an access token. The data source can then try to send data to the NGSI API. The request goes through Wilma. The PEP proxy sends an authorization request to KeyRock with the token provide, the path, and the verb of the request. The identity manager server answers if the request is authorized. If not, Wilma will answer with a forbidden response. If the request is authorized, Wilma lets the request reach the NGSI agent. Here we have an example of the authentication request. It's a simple HTTP request. It contains an authorization header with the client ID and client secret of the application provided by KeyRock, and in the body we pass the user credential, login, and password. Then, when we have the response, we can send a data request with the XOR token header with the value of the access token provided by the Identity Manager server. KeyRock provides a portal to administrate all the security data. A user has to use its credential to access this portal. The login screen is also the one we will see when we use the authentication delegation of the OAuth2 protocol. Here we have the screen to manage role and permission. We saw that we can select the list of permissions regrouped in a role. A user is authorized to access a resource if one permission of one of its roles matches the resource path and associate verb. This screen shows the creation of a permission. A permission is composed of the path of the resource, its identification, that could be defined using a regex, and the HTTP verb or action associated. To be used with the PEP proxy, the permission has to be defined using verb and path. But for other use, we can have other action and resource identification. The authorization request provided by KeyRock is not specific to HTTP API. Finally, we saw the application screen that allows to configure the callback URL used with the OAuth authentication delegation feature provided by KeyRock. We also have access here to the OAuth2 client ID and client secret and the credential to configure a PEP proxy. This screen allows also to configure the access rule for user and organization. And to finish this presentation, I will explain a special configuration we use to allow external data source compatible with FileWare to directly push data to Orion. The problem is to allow the data source to access its data without having access to the data provided by the other data source. In order to do so, we use the FileWare Service Path feature. This allows us to restrict the scope of the data accessible. To use it, we have to define the FileWare Service Path HTTP header with the appropriate value when sending data to Orion. But to be sure the user provides the good value, we use a specific path and we let Uproxy agent to set the header. That way, the user has no control on it and his access is limited to the scope we decide. In the other side, Information Hub can then access all the data. Thank you to assist this presentation of the security layer of the Pixel project.